Okay, screencast for editing our camera operation assignment. I will be working, this is Keegan Martiniano's folder that I'm highlighting. I'll be working with his stuff. All right. Um, First thing you're going to do is, I guess I need to sign back into Google Drive or to my Google account. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go into your edit computer. You're going to go to our class, okay? Find our camera operations major assignment, which is 251, okay? Here we are on 99, okay? So we're down here, and you're going to find the stuff you need in the instructions document. So instructions document, you're going to open it up. Okay, as we shoot shots and we'll go into edit, we will place shots into the footage folder. We are on the next step here, downloading the title cards. So if you click on this folder, okay, it's got all of your title cards. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit download. It's going to zip these files up into a zip document, and then it's going to download it. Okay, it's going to be drive download with all these numbers. Okay, I'm going to save it to my desktop. I'm going to go into the Martiniano folder, and I'm going to put it in the title card slot. Okay, and I'm going to hit save. Okay, and it's downloaded. So I'm going to minimize my internet. All right, minimizing it just puts it down here in my dock. Okay, it's down here. I'm going to open back up my folder, and I'm going to unzip the drive. I'm going to move the clips out, and I'm going to get rid of the 2 drive downloads. Boom, they're in my trash. Let me empty my trash. All right, there we go. So here, now if I go to my master folder, my footage, I got my 10 shots, I got my title cards, okay? It is time to edit, okay? It's time to bring this stuff into Premiere Pro. All right, so you're gonna open Premiere Pro. I've got it down on my dock. It's already open. It'll pop up like this. Okay, I want to create a new project up in my left-hand window. If you don't see new project, you can go File, New, Project. So I'm going to go New Project. Okay, I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to call it Martiniano underscore camera operations. Location, I need to change location. Okay, so I hit choose location. I want to go desktop. Martiniano camera operation, and we're creating a Premiere project, so it's going to go into this number 3 folder. Okay, save as. Here's the name. Here's the location. I hit select, and I'm going to create. Okay, you're going to be left with this import window. I don't like this import window, so we're going to move to the edit tab, which is up here, circling up here in the middle. Edit tab. Okay, now I'm going to import my media. Okay, I got a bunch of windows here. I guess I'll start here by changing my workspace. So the workspace panel is over here, kind of under your Wi-Fi logo. Right now mine says effects. I'm going to click this panel and I'm going to change it to editing. All right, and this is the most basic layout. So I have my project window. This is where all my raw media is going to be. I've got my source panel. Okay, when I open a video clip, it's going to pop up here. I've got my program panel. Okay, this is a preview of what my final project will look like. And then here is my timeline window. This is where I will actually assemble the clips from left to right in a timeline, and we'll see the visual representation of that in the program window. So to start, I'm going to hit import media. All right, and the reason why we organize our stuff first is I'm going to import the entire folder. All right, so I'm going to click on footage, highlight it in blue. I'm going to hold the command key. For you, it will be the Windows key. I'm going to hold command. I'm going to click on the title card folder, and I'm going to hit import, and it's bringing in the entire folder. So here, if I hit the drop down arrow on footage, I can see all my clips. if I hit the drop down on title cards, I can see that as well. Okay, the next thing I need to do is create a new sequence. So in this project window, okay, I'm going to right click, new item, new sequence. Okay, I want this to be HD 1080p 29.97, and I give it a name on the bottom. And I create a new sequence. All right, so now you can see I've got a sequence here in the project window. I've now got a tab. In my timeline window, I can create multiple sequences, and it'll look like a browser tab with different tabs for different sequences. I just have the one. And now my program window has populated with a black square. That's a preview of the final project. Okay. I'm going to pull up a clip here. If I double click on a clip, all right, I can see that clip here. It's 9 seconds long, 9 seconds and 20 frames long. I'm circling it. Okay, that I'll need to trim that down to 5 seconds later. I'll show you that in a bit. And then we've got title cards. Okay, here's all of our title cards. All right, we're going to begin. If I go back, if you're wondering the order, I'm going to go back to my my desktop here. All right, and this is the order I'm going in: wide shot, medium, close, low, high, pan, tilt, dolly, truck, pedestal. Okay, so I'm going to start with wide shot. So I'm going to go find the wide shot title card. Okay, these are already 5 seconds long, so I don't have to change the timing. And I'm just going to drag it and drop it into my panel here. Okay, they're going to be smaller than the frame. We'll fix all that later. Okay, see how they don't fill up the frame? We'll fix it. We'll fix all that later. Okay, I'm going to minimize that. I'm going to go to my footage, and I'm looking for my wide shot now. All right, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 in here. So one of these is meant to be a wide shot. That's my pedestal. Looks like my truck. Tilt. Pan. All right, this is my wide shot right here, it looks like, because she's not head to toe, but she's close. That's my high angle. That's my low angle, close up, medium shot. So yeah, I think this is what Keegan means to be his wide shot. It's 9 seconds and 20 frames. I need to make it 5 seconds. So in this source window, all right, I want to set an in, and I'm going to hit the I key on the keyboard. Okay, notice where my cursor is, this blue line pops up. That's my in, and it's now 8 seconds, and I need it to be 5 seconds. So I'm going to hit O. That's 5:15, 5:11. All right, I'm going to use the arrow key, left arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 5 seconds. Okay, so that's I and O for in and out, making a 5-second clip, dragging and dropping it down. Okay, good there. All right, I'm going to go back to my title cards. Next one is medium shot. Drag it down. Find my medium shot. This is his first one. Shift or I. Looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right arrow. I can go frame by frame. That's 5 seconds. And I can bring that down. Next one is a close-up. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm looking for my close-up in my footage. That's not it. This is my close-up in my footage. I scrub. That's 3 seconds, 4, 5 seconds right there. And again, I'm looking at this piece here. I to set the in, O to set the out, and assemble to the timeline. Okay, let me go back to my instructions. Next one is the low angle shot. Title card, low angle. Let's find the low angle here. It is, that's it right there. Camera is low, pointed up. I, 2, that's 5 seconds. Okay, I'll do one more. I'll do half of it here. We'll go to the high angle. I'll drag that down. Now I'm looking for my high angle shot here. That's my high angle. Good job, Keegan. That's 5 seconds. So again, I and O in my source panel, I drag and drop. And I'm going to do all 10 of these. Okay. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done the first 5. So you would have to do 10. I'm going to stop here at 5 and show you the fit to frame and export process. So once your timeline is completely built out, you're going to highlight all of your clips by clicking and dragging a little window. I'm going to hover inside of one of the clips. I'm going to right click and I'm going to scroll down in this window and I'm going to do, I believe it is fit to frame. And so now what I have, oh, so his wide shot is a wide shot. All right, so the reason why we have to do this is you guys shot video that is 4K, and this window is, the window I'm circling with my mouse is 1080p. And so the issue with that is the video is actually too big for the window that it's going in. So that's why when we're done laying everything down, we're going to highlight everything, right click, scroll all the way down. We can do this at one time, and then you're hitting fit to frame. So now all of my clips, my title cards are bigger, and my video is smaller. Okay, and you can see the first option. Okay, so this clip in the program window is actually the same clip as the clip in the source panel window. I thought it was not a wide shot for a minute, but Keegan did it right. All right, so once you fit to frame, you'll be able to see the whole clip. On my source panel, this says select zoom level. It says 27%. I can change that to fit, and I should have done that earlier. And now you can clearly see that my shots are different. Okay, so make sure this step is super important, hovering, lassoing everything, and fit to frame. Otherwise, I'm not going to know that your wide shot's a wide shot. All right, his close-up, originally her head was cut off. Now her head is where it was supposed to be. So Keegan shot all these correctly, but you have to make sure when you're all done assembling your timeline, because you do it all at once. You do everything at once. You hover over, drag, and then scroll all the way down, fit to frame. And every clip will fit to frame whether they're the right size or not. Okay. So once we've done that, we're now ready to export. Okay, I'm going to go back up over here into the export window. Okay, and my file name is good. Okay, that's because I named my sequence. All right, notice where it says source, it's got the little sequence icon here. All right, so if I named my sequence, I'm good. All right, I have to change my location because right now it's going to go to a rivalry report folder. That's another class. Okay, so I'm going to click on this blue link, desktop. I'm going to Keegan's, and I'm going to hit export. Okay, I hit save. I hit export. All right, it's going to take about 15-20 seconds to export this. Yours might take a little longer because yours is going to be double the size. Because remember, I only did half of this. And boom, we're good. Okay, now I'm going back to my instructions. Going down. All right, and I'm going to my, Keegan is in first block. So I would go to first block folder. Okay, and I'm going to get my Finder window open. I'm going to drag from my Finder. So I'm going desktop, Martiniano, the export, and this is the final shot or the final project. I'm dragging and I'm dropping into that window. So it's just drag, and then the plus happens and it says drop there. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to confuse anyone, but that's how that works. All right. I hope that helps.